Coach, we're just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at New Era Field in Orchard Park, New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the New York Jets. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Here we go, D. Check 37. Lady.
Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. It's A.J. Klein, the linebacker, and he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Fresh off the pick six, it's Darnold. And he's going to go down, but a penalty marker too, and they might very well have jumped the snap there.
Get him, boys. Yeah, that's how we do, D.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Back to throw, Darnold. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breshad Perriman hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is the 3rd-round pick out of FAU, Devin Singletary. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Watch the run. They're running it. 57's the Mike. Watch 57. All day. Middle.
Throwing now is Allen. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Avery Williamson gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And he's going to go down again.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Second and inches at the 34-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now it's Darnold. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On first down, Darnold. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
We got 4. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Here I come. 57's the Mike. Rock 57. Blue down.
From the gun, it's Allen. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back. Half. 57. Half 10.
Watch the run. Check. Fresno.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Charles, I don't know what's going on in that defensive team meeting room, but they better keep it rolling. 3 picks last week, 2 here now in the first quarter.
Everyone talks about creating turnovers and getting takeaways, but until it gets put into action, it's just talk. And right now, it's in action and in a big way. Now they've got the receivers wondering if they have to turn around and play more defense instead of running routes trying to take the ball downfield. And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Here goes tight.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. They'll run it with Bell. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Check 53 is mine. Check.
Done.
No.
Stop.
Check. Motion out of the backfield.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Foster. He's at the 50, the 30, 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Robert Foster taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards. And the Bills have retaken the lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Come on, fellas.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Darnold now to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Let's go.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Mike 53. Switch. Go.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Let's get in there now.
Now Allen throwing again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. picked off by Brian Poole. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. After the interception, here's Darnold, caught here by Bell. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 38-yard line.
We're going to start. 50, Mike, 50. Red 80. Check 9, check 9.
This is Bell. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Back to you. I'm going back to you.
Waiting.
Back. You got
Bell. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10.
Check nickel.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Darnold, it's caught here by Adams. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. A shotgun snap for Darnold. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Here we go. 50. Mike 50.
Let's go. We got this.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. Rolling to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold, a screen to Bell. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That second down play nets a -4. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the...
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Davante Adams. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets have once again taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Then he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Bravo! 53's the mic. 53. Check 53. It's just... Five wide. Me and you. Check 3. Done. Check 3. Check. Let's go. Cross. Let's go.
Throwing on second down. Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Alert 3. Alert 3.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Staying on his feet. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down. Darnold from the gun. And that's complete to Adams. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Darnold now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
52. Tight. He's coming. We got double up. Tight dog. Check three. Middle. We go.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Now he's going to send it. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So the illegal forward pass also costs them a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Going up top for Miller. And got his man complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Scott Miller in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are able to regain the lead. Third time's the charm on the extra point as he gets this one to go. And the lead is up to 5. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well,
this is caught at the 20. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Mike, 53. Mike.
To throw, it's Allen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Allen. Throw left side, complete to Moss. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Kill. Move. Hey, switch.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Hey, 57, Mike 57. Switch up.
Shift. Watch the shift.
Half 10. 57, Mike 57.
Singletary again. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
57. I'm coming after you. Jump.
Regular. We go.
Check 43.
22 jet bomber. Middle.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen fighting through pressure. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 31.
57.
Hey, wahoo!
Target.
Regular. We go.
And here's Allen. From the gun, he'll throw. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Half. Regular. Hey, zoom. 57. Alert. Who that?
SOS.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Isaiah McKenzie. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. possession and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Darnold. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. He's got a man, complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 45 yards.
First down, Jets.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Hey. 4 down.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. Darnold for the red zone now. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Now Darnold. This will be caught inside the 10. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st.
1st and goal, Jets.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Darnold. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Davante Adams. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. As his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? They've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
On 2nd and 12, Allen, and an alley to run. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's right.
Anytime we have a
That's right.
defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Now Bell, and he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Come on, come on. Let's go.
On play action, Allen. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3.
On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Half 10.
53, check 53.
Check.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And that's complete to Croft. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
The 39-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Mike 57.
Hey, Charlie.
It's going to be a long day on this. It's going to be a long day. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Stop your whining.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And that's caught inside the 35. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's good for 28 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far.
Hey, Delta.
And again, it's Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's McKenzie. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Quarterback, don't get nervous, man. Alert! The game will tear you up. Don't get nervous. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Hey, I'm coming.
Go!
To throw again on second down. Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Smith. 57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Alert, alert, alert. Hey, home.
Bang, bang. Bang, bang.
Check 50, check 50.
Alert.
Half.
Flag.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. It's complete. It's Miller. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. And this is going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
53 is the mic.
They gonna need some therapy after this.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They go right back to Singletary. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Ready?
57's right. I got you, punk.
I got double time. Double time.
Even. 4 down. Even.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Watch the back.
56. Hey. Mike 7.
57. Mike 57. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
On 3rd down, Singletary. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They run here with Singletary. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So it's all going to come down to Stephen Hauschka. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win.